Welcome back to the How to Dominate the Chessboard series, where I play 2 games against the bots, one with white, one with black, and I try to talk to you through my calculations. Now, chess is a game where you need to think, calculate at least a couple moves ahead, and not just one move attack things, like some YouTubers do. But that's okay, that's life. Anyway, let's begin our expedition, if you can call that. Alright, let's begin. We have him on expert mode. Let's begin. Like I say every time, you choose the opening you want to play. Depends on your style. If you're like, aggressive, you can go for e4 stuff. If you're a little positional like me, you go for d4. Let's begin with a d4 game. I'll try to talk out my ideas as we play. Let's play the Queen's Gambit. Why not? Played this like a million times. Okay, again, the same line. We've been having this line for like quite a while. Knight c6 is not common. It is a line within the Queen's Gambit, but it's not as played. I like to play Knight f3 here. Taking the pawn is also fine. I just like to play this in style of the Queen's Gambit. Okay, so the bot just goes for the slightly inaccurate Queen's Gambit, where the knight is in front of the c-pawn. Generally, in d4 positions, you want to have the c-pawn out with the knight behind the c-pawn to support the center. In d4 positions, that's a very, very nice concept to keep in mind. And here we're going to play the Catalan, which is a gambit of a pawn in exchange for a pretty goated bishop. Okay, this line I also see a lot. I mean, there's a lot of ways to play against that. Bishop blocks is an option. Probably we'll go for bishop blocks. Now, the option will rely... Okay, I was going to say, should we take or not take? The bot simply just, does that. Let's go e3, support the pawn, defend the pawn. The bishop is just a little funny, but everything is okay. There's no bad stuff in our position. Let's attack the pawn real quickly, try and win it. It's going to do that. However, there is a bit of instability with the queen side. In these positions, there's always some instability here in the queen side. So let's go a4, undermine this bad boy. There's that move, yeah, there's that move. But it doesn't do too much. We can just take and block with the knight, and then, just have a mildly good position. I mean, mildly good position is a word, I guess. It's not a bad position. Certainly not a bad one. Alright, we can discover attack on a rook, which I think it just wins the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, this entire thing, after he took the pawn and defended it, in the Catalan, when they do this, you need to strike at the queen side. In the queen side, because, the pawns are doubled, could be taken advantage of, and here, the dark square bishop was a blessing that they got removed, because it's very bad in the Catalan. There's no easy square to put it. And with here, there's a bunch of moves I'm considering. First of all, castles, but then bishop b7, and we just don't have too much. But we do get our pawn back, and the structure is severely damaged. But first, I want to go knight to e5, this move, this beauty, which discovers attack on the rook, and actually, as a little bit of a caveat, we threaten a fork. Now, he does have bishop b7, but that loses the queen, which could be a funny way to go out. So we just fork him, and we take the cookie. And while we're at it, let's take a pawn. Now, I expect bishop b7. Okay, there it is. Let's castle take, and most likely the bot will just go queen b7 or queen a8. Okay, does neither of those things. Good. They're really awful moves. We can do a lot of things here, like b3, queen a4. A lot of things are possible because the bot is not really doing well. We can go knight d4, baiting queen b7 or queen a8, and then we're just going to go f3 and slowly push these bad boys down the board. That's an option as well. Is it a good option? I don't know. But we can also just go like rook c1, rook a6 to try and double up. I mean, the ideas are so many here. And this comes from this flexibility of the position, which is kind of, beauty. It's a beautiful flexibility. Let's go here. It doesn't give me the check, but that's an equally bad move because we just... we can take the knight, but I'm going to take this first, and then we're going to Okay, we're gonna have an exchange. Let's go here. It's gonna take the pawn, and then we can like, okay, it's gonna do neither of those things. Yeah, the bots are weird today. I don't know what's going on here. There's no easy way to keep the spawn. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I mean, it's gonna die, so might as well play. What's a good move to play here? It's a good question. What's a good move to play? I can go like e4. I can go e4 here. I can go, yeah, I can go e4. E4 is nice. We're preparing to attack this bishop a bunch of times, basically. It's gonna pin us. I'm gonna go f3 first, then e5. Okay, it blocks that. Clearly knows something. Let's take. Now we have this beautiful pawn chain in the center. And black is just getting destroyed here. I mean, takes, and we're just getting in. I'm destroying my opponent here. And, okay, doesn't even take the queen, wow. Let's take the queen and simply win by simplification. I mean, simply this is just completely lost for black here. I mean, we can target this pawn. Probably taking the a pawn for completely free might have been a better move, but you know what they say. Don't show them you're stupid. Act like you're not stupid. Act you're smarter. Anyway, let's try to not blunder the game. That would be insanely horrendous. Let's go. Let's go here. Just defending everything and stuff like that. Okay, the bot is gonna be annoying. It's gonna be just an annoying little bot. But it should be pretty simple to win this. Let's go here. Try to advance. Easy. Like this just wins a bishop straight up. This just wins a bishop. And the bot doesn't even give a damn. Let's just take this with check. And this is just conversion. There's nothing really to talk about here. I mean, the bot blundered early, and now we're just simply destroying it. That's what happened here. And now we can, let's abandon the pawn. Let's go get that pawn. There we go. It's going to trade. And now we are going to simply just BM the bot. I'm joking. We're just going to quickly just make a nice little rook. I think I'm just going to go for a ladder checkmate. Let's go. Got it. Let's cut the king off. This is a very easy mate. You need to know queen and rook and two rook checkmates. They're very important. They're very common checkmates. And this is a checkmate. And this was a nice game. This was a very nice short 50 move game. I don't know how you call this a short game. So everything went really well. Everything went really well in this position. I mean, if you're gonna take this pawn, you should probably not play e6. A little tip on the Queen's Gambit. If you have plans of taking the c pawn, just go here immediately, and then strike with e5. You need to be aggressive on the Queen's Gambit Accepted, because if you're not aggressive on the Queen's Gambit Accepted, you're probably going to lose. For example, if I play the move Knight f6, for example, let's just say here, you get quickly overrun. Like, Queen's Gambit can be a very deadly opening at the right hands. Like, for example, this is just 0.8, but White has more than enough compensation to start an attack and try to beat up their opponent, hopefully not physically. Knight c6 is the Chigorin defense, but really it's not a great line. You play this with knight f3. Now there's two responses here: bishop g4, which is a line, and then this is the main line, in fact. And in this case, you can take, and then there's this g line. But what I like to do instead is like in this position, what I like to do instead is like a knight c3, let them take me. Because I have this move, and if you try to be smart and try to win, then I can go here and take your knight. And yeah, this could turn really sour, and what black needs to do is play e6, and then, well, we can have an exchange in the center, kick out the bishop, etc. So yeah, if you don't go for this line, however, I'll just play a regular Catalan. I mean, everything was going really well. Here I think, okay, it just wanted me to go bishop. There's lines where you go knight to c3, but knight to c3 doesn't quite force the bishop trade, but this is okay. This is just slightly better. It's not the end of the world that if you play knight c3 you're losing, but in fact sometimes black can do this and damage your pawn structure slightly, but you do have the bishop. Remember, in the Catalan, most of the time the dark square bishop is not great. However, in this case you do have this. You could have this. Anyway, so yeah, and in this case there's queen a4, ignoring the pawn, trying to get the c pawn. I mean, it's just a little complex. e3 is a bit passive, I understand. And knight a3 is a way to attack the pawn. A more complicated way to attack the pawn. Queen c2 is just a little bit more natural. The reason why knight a3 is better than queen c2 is after this, you first of all you have a free pawn. Second of all, you have this, which adds pressure. And third of all, you got like, yeah, that's it. Queen c2 is just a slightly more passive approach. b5, again, move is a4. As you can see, the engine completely... the engine wants to give away the pawn straight up, and that's actually one of the things you need to do. Give up the pawn and try to fight back and get some development back. But because the bot is a little greedy in this game, we can strike with a4. This knight move does nothing. We trade this bishop off and we block. Actually, the engine can do this, which is just a little absurd. And then this, and now we'll just dominate here, and then we fork, and actually the engine here wants castles. So yeah, this game was dominance. Let's go to the next game. Next game we'll be playing with the black pieces is against Isabel. I've played Isabel a bunch of times. Let's play knight f6. We got d4 here. And against d4, I like to go for my Nimzo Indian. And in case they go knight f3, I like to go for my Queen's Indian. If you are trying to add these openings, they go really well together. The Queen's Indian is basically a supplementary repertoire to have in case they play knight f3, which is just one of those lines. In this case, we can't go bishop b4 because they played a3, so we're gonna go bishop b7, defend the knight, and have this position. Now that is a move. I probably should have played d5. I've never seen this. In fact, I will castle. I've never seen this. This is new stuff to me. I don't know if I'm losing. I've never seen this. I probably shouldn't have allowed that. Yeah, that's not a great position, is it? Interesting. I have to play d6. I got my bishop strap. Holy fuck. Okay. Look. It's not horrible yet. Probably should have been less distracted and should have actually played the game. c6 undermines the center, but we get this ugly, stupid pawn. Oh my god. Wow, that's a bit of a move. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we have an ugly pawn, but we're gonna get rid of the ugly pawn. Interesting. Very interesting. That's all I'm saying. Very interesting. Let's go like this. I don't want to trade and let them get a knight. They will get the knight either way, but I want to, get the knight first. Also, this actually gets rid of our IQP. Of course, the bot doesn't do that. The bot is not an idiot like I am. So instead, we're going to be going back with the rook. Now, this position is complete garbage. Because I'm just going to get launched around, and it's not very fun. It's not very fun. But I could theoretically get some counterplay if my opponent falls over and dies. If I play the move d5, then they have e5, and I'm just getting slaughtered, which is why I should probably not have allowed them to play this horrendous move I allowed them to play. That's a free pawn. We can just go knight takes a3, rook takes a3, or bishop takes, and then just take the knight. So let's do this. Oh, I'm a moron. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Okay, let's try to win this. Let's try to win that knight. Ooh, yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Ooh, this is bad. Okay, it's not over. It's not over. I think it's not over. Yeah, this is not an appreciable position. That's all I'm saying. Takes. Okay, so we got bishop takes, knight takes, and we're getting out of this alive somehow. Okay, so if I take with the bishop, takes with knight, then we got... What do we have? Can't I go knight e2? If I go knight c2, then there's rook c1, which is ugly. Yeah, this is where the point when you need to calculate to get out of this mess. Bishop takes. Oh wait, I've lost a pawn. How did I lose a pawn? I don't even know how I lost a pawn. No, I won a pawn. I'm drunk. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Every time in the second game this happens. I can take with the bishop, then he takes with knight or queen, then we can go... Or can we just go knight c2 straight up? Like, can you just go knight c2 straight up? Let's go knight to c2 straight up. I don't know. Maybe that's losing. Oh, holy fuck. What a move. I don't know if that's a good move or a bad move, but I am up a pawn. Okay, that's... No, that's not correct. That's certainly not correct. Okay, that has to be wrong. There's no shot. That has to be wrong. There is absolute no shot that the engine just went for this line. Absolutely no shot. Okay, so there's this. I mean, here, and we win, I guess. This is... I mean, it's scary because I'm playing a bot. I don't know what the bot is going to play. The bots are scary. Bots are really scary. Also, doesn't this just straight up win a piece? I don't know. Yeah, that wins a piece. There we go. It's unfortunate I don't have a smaller mate because rook and queen are covering. Just a tad bit unfortunate, I guess you could say. I don't have to give it away. You probably do have. If I give it away, then it's 2 rooks versus rook and bishop, and my pawn structure is a bit funny, but he has f5. Let's go knight f6 to go Okay, trades queens. Okay, that solves all of my problems immediately. Never trade queens when you are severely down material. That's a bit of a lesson for you, if you can follow it. There it goes. The bot is going crazy now. And now we're again going to convert. How you convert the winning position. First of all, you make a loft for your king, and then you bring your king to the end game. You know, basic stuff. Basic stuff that even me, when I'm completely drunk, I can probably follow them. You trade pawns. You don't trade all your pawns. You probably should keep a couple pawns just to make queens. If the position is, mildly winning or, advantageous, because you never know, you might need the pawn to make a queen. Sometimes a pawn is the difference between a life and death, especially in pawn endgames. I am losing that pawn, but, the guy's drunk. All right, let's just go play passive. Why not? We can play passive here because, we got a humongous amount of material to do this. And I mean, this is just simply a pre-moving game. Okay, let's take that. Let's give a check to the check. Why not? I mean, I don't know how you save this. You probably don't. Let's go here. We sack a pawn or not. All right, let's go here. Let's take the pawn. Okay, it doesn't. Let's go here. Go here. Okay, let's try to catch with a pre-move. Didn't work. Boom. 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 Now we are going to do our thingy, and we're going to bring a king. And I would love to explain all of these moves one by one, but I'm just going to tell you that you are amazing and appreciated. Also subscribe. I mean, if you want to. Just, saying my thoughts in the game. Let's play another. Let's make a knight. Why not? Let's make a knight. Of course, we can make a knight. Okay, let's not make a knight. He's trying to kill us. Now we can make the knight. All right. Secondary mission accomplished. Now we can actually force the win. Boom. And let's go up. And anytime the bots can resign, but they never ever resign. Boop, boop. There we go. That was a fun one. I don't know how fun that was. Okay, so I should probably not allow d5 in the future. That was a... I think d5 was the move I had to play, not bishop b7. I think d5 was what I had to play. Okay, it's not horrible. d5 is up there. d5 is one of the lines. This is this is all theory that I played. Wow, give me a round of applause. I remembered my theory for once. Yeah, this line is not horrible. Apparently, this is playable. I don't know. What was I doing? What was I saying? I don't know. This line is playable, apparently. I just didn't like this. D6, wow, this is all theory. I think this is all theory. I'm not sure. Ah, C6 was a... Oh, C6 is top engine. What? Okay, I guess all the intuitive moves are... Okay. I've not seen these lines. I have these lines on my documents, but haven't seen them at all. Maybe I need to, like, get higher elo to see them. Not even over the board. Okay, the mistake was I had to take and allow them this. Or this. So I had to allow this and go bishop b7 and knight c5. Okay. So yeah, this game is trying to be positional. b4 is trying to stop knight c5, then you go rook c8. And the game essentially continues with you just trying to laser down the queen side. Okay, I see. I see. So my calculations were completely wrong, and I misevaluated the position, and I thought it was worse, but I was actually playing theory. That's impressive. Yeah, the engine wanted this move to prevent... I don't know what it wanted me to prevent. And rook c8. Okay, everything was fine. The swan move attack was a bit pointless. Okay. Okay, queen c7 was a little horrible. Oh, the sack was also bad. I had to, like, not do that. Basically, I don't know why I even went for this. Basically, if I go here... So if I go here and I take this, then there's this, which... I don't have to explain to you physics. And this, I don't have to explain to you why this is bad. You were probably screaming to me in the comments. I respect that. Bishop d2, yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean, I'm just winning here. Bishop here, and that was the correct move, thank God. Taking immediately is bad. He wanted this. Sacrifices the pawn to take the knight. Okay, I see. I mean, this was completely incorrect by the engine. I probably shouldn't be talking about mistakes. And yeah, that was it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. See ya.